Oh, okay, cool. So, hello. My name is Tristan, and this is the first episode of a vlog series that I want to start documenting the progress of a company that I started with a friend of mine over a year ago now.
Oh my God, do that again.
My God. Wow. That's crazy. This episode is going to be a little bit more boring than hopefully future episodes are. Just because I'm going to be mostly just talking about what it is that we sell, how we started, and then like kind of the progress of like from start to where we are today. I'm an Ohio State student. This will be my 5th year. Kind of sucks. I changed my major last year since we started this company from computer science to business marketing. So I think that's about everything you guys need to know about me at the moment. Yeah, with that being said, I will show you the product. Oh, Jesus. So what is it exactly that we sell? We sell this right here. This is the Kong. It is a beer bong koozie, or a beer bong can cooler, because we can't actually use the word koozie anymore because the word koozie is actually owned by Bic, the company that makes like the lighters and the pens and stuff like that. They actually have copyrights to the word koozie, so we have to call it a beer bong can cooler. So this is one of our prototypes that we created for Kickstarter last year. It's a little beat up and stuff, but and the design has changed a little bit since this, but for the most part, this is what the product looks like, and it's pretty much the same. So to show how the product works, I will be demonstrating with this natural light. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna put the natural light down in the can, like so, and it's just gonna be like a typical can cooler. Basically, there's gonna be a foam outside. So on this prototype, this is actually a 3D print on the outside, and it's like real nasty and scuffed up. But this will be a polyethylene, cross-linked polyethylene. Yeah, okay. So the thermal energy produced from your hand is gonna have a hard time warming up the can inside, which is basically how most can coolers or koozies work. So on top of being a koozie though, it is also a beer bong. So if you unscrew the hose that's attached on the side here, and this is super sandy because I actually took it to the beach the other day to take pictures, so it's like grinding. But anyway, so you screw the whole hose into the bottom of the can cooler like this, and you expand the hose, plug it up into the little side compartment here, or the hose storage feature, and you take your beer out. I'm just gonna pour a little bit in here. That was a very foamy pour. So you're gonna take the hose and you're gonna unplug it from the hose feature on the side. And you're gonna chug it. But yeah, so that's it. Then when you're done, you're gonna unscrew the hose from the bottom. Oh, there's lots of sand in that. And you're gonna screw it up into the side like so. And then you get your next beer, put it in there, and you're good to go. And that is what our company is selling. And that's our only product that we have. So like, I guess now I should probably go into a little bit about the background and then like how we got here. I'll try to make it quick, just like how we got to where we are now. So we first came up with this idea last year at the end of spring semester 2017, so right around finals.
And there is the Speakeasy fucking koozie. And this is sitting currently, you didn't know this, but this is sitting at a bar, tabletop, and you're about to be able to tell where it's at in about 2 seconds. Because if you look up here in the corner real subtly, it says Alabama.
Oh shit.
Yep.
Damn, dude.
Yeah.
Wow.
So this
is at Alabama right now?
Yeah. But that's sitting on the bar right there, and that is the Speakeasy koozie.
Wow. A friend and I were out drinking, and he had been following a lot of accounts or like a lot of companies that were creating products in the drinking niche on social media. And you might be aware of some of these products. They're products like Beer Stick and Raging Mammoth. They have like the Saber Tooth and a whole other line of products But basically all these products are centered around the drinking niche. And so we saw these products doing well. Well, he was the one who saw these products doing well. And so he really wanted to create a product in this like niche. So one night we were drunk, we kind of like just were going back and forth on like different ideas. Eventually we came to the beer bong koozie. And I'll admit, at first, I was very skeptical that this would be something that people would buy. I just never really was exposed to this niche before, but I think after kind of asking people, telling people about our idea, asking them if it's something they would buy, also seeing the success that these other companies like the beer stick, which is basically just a giant plunger that plunges beer into your mouth, I was like, okay, I can see that there is a market that is willing to buy this product. And so we started working on it. So in computer science, I had learned how to CAD. And if you don't know what CAD is, it's basically just creating 3D models in software. So at first we started CADing with a friend of ours, but then eventually I just took over and started creating the first models of basically like what we thought this would look like. I actually have one of them right here. So this was, I think, if not the first model, one of the first 3D prints that we had made. Here's the actual Kong, and here is our first version of the Kong. So this thing, if you can't tell, is freaking huge. Like the volume of this hole is gigantic. In fact, if I take this out, yeah, like that's terrible. Like we couldn't even get the measurements right. But this was our first design, and we kind of just 3D printed it here at Ohio State University. They have a lab that lets you send the files in, and then you can go pick them up later, which is awesome. So we did that all summer, basically just like creating different designs. And I have some other stuff here. Where did that beer go? If you can kind of see right there, that little clip right there. Yeah, you see it. Basically, when you put the beer down in it, it like clips the beer down, and so like when you turn it upside down, it can't pull out. We spent all summer basically designing different features and different things we thought the product needed to kind of just solve the problems that had to be solved. We ended up at first quoting here in the United States, basically just calling different manufacturers way before it was ready to. We were even ready to call manufacturers. If he doesn't answer,
I'll be pissed.
You've reached Joe Schabel.
But we didn't really know what we were doing, which is going to be a common theme throughout this entire vlog. Don't really know what we're doing, but we're just slowly figuring it out. So at one point, my business partner and I even actually drove to North Dakota to basically get the outside. This part was actually going to be a real foam on our prototype. And we had found a company or a manufacturer in North Dakota who was willing to pump us a couple samples of the foam. So I created a 3D print of a mold right here. It was a 3-part mold. Obviously this is wrecked, but I created a 3-part mold and 3D printed it over here at Ohio State. And we drove up to North Dakota. We pumped one unit, or like one part, and we tried for the rest of the day to try to crack this thing open. We were like sawing through it and like just everything we could, but like it wasn't, this thing was stuck like glued. Yeah, so that was a big failure. So that's why we have the 3D printer on the outside. But anyways, went to North Dakota over the summer. At the end of the summer, we launched a Kickstarter.
Hey Kickstarter, I'm Hunter.
And I'm Tristan.
And we spent the last 6 months developing our product, the Kong.
We wanted to make the beer bong more portable.
So we took the koozie and the beer bong, put them together, and created the Kong. The world's first koozie beer bong.
Cool.
That's good.
We were nowhere near prepared for Kickstarter. Basically, all we had been doing at the time was doing some social media stuff. We didn't get nearly enough emails. Most of the emails were our like friends and families anyway. We were extremely underprepared for Kickstarter, but at the end of the summer, we launched our Kickstarter, ended up raising way more money than we probably deserved, to be honest. We ended up doing a lot of influencer marketing. Influencer marketing is kind of just where you basically pay some social media account in your niche to post a picture or a video. We would make like little pieces of content, and then we'd send them to these accounts and pay for them to be, featured on the accounts for however many hours. And that actually is pretty much where we got all of our traffic. After Kickstarter failed because we did not hit our goal, we basically used the momentum to get an investor to get us to give us money to manufacture this thing. Because basically what Kickstarter did is it proved that this was a product right here, that this was a product that people would actually buy. Before Kickstarter, it was always kind of like, we weren't exactly sure. I mean, like talking to people would always, like, our friends would say like, yeah, I would buy that, but like, you don't know, they might just be saying that. Your friends are usually trying to be nice, and so they're usually like supportive and like, yeah, I'd buy that, whatever. But Kickstarter was our first like proof of concept. People we did not know and had never met before were willing to part with their money to buy the Kong. After this, we used that momentum. We used the comments we had on our Facebook posts and like on our Instagram posts and all over social media to show an investor to basically invest in us to go to manufacturing. We also, instead of manufacturing in America, decided to manufacture in China because it was extremely cheap, like way cheaper than America. And in America, we were like, it was just way too expensive. And that's actually the reason that our Kickstarter goal was so high. Anyways, so we went to go manufacture in China, and it took way longer than we ever thought it would take. I mean, we thought we were gonna have Kongs by the beginning of last school year. Then after that didn't happen, we thought, okay, we'll have them by Halloween. And then after that didn't happen, we're like, we'll have them by Christmas. After that didn't happen, I was like, wow, okay, this is taking forever, but we'll have them by spring break, surely, and then we'll sell them on spring break. That didn't happen. We are just now, tomorrow, putting our money down on the molds to actually start the manufacturing process and finally actually have real Kongs. It's been by far taken the longest time is finding manufacturers in China that are trustworthy, that are the right price, that like can do everything that we want. So it's taken forever. And honestly, like, I don't know what I'm doing. Like, I'm just a college student. I've never made a product before or quoted in China. So this has all been like this has all been a learning experience. Anyways, I guess that kind of brings us to where we are today, and hopefully I can wrap this video up like fairly soon. Pretty much today, we are about to put money down on the molds and finally start the manufacturing process of the Kong. So that means like everything is like becoming like a reality. We're actually gonna have units to sell. And so therefore, the reason why I'm making this vlog is kind of serves two purposes. One is like, hopefully through this, we get a little bit more awareness of the Kong. And so like, therefore, like maybe make more sales. But on the flip side, I also really want to add value to people who watch this and kind of get to see that like running a business isn't like some crazy thing. I think that there's a lot of taboo with like running a business, and that people think that you have to be like some genius or like some like business wizard or something, or like know stuff. I'm no smarter than anyone watching this, and that like if I can do these things, because like I said, I don't know what I'm doing and I'm constantly learning all the time. If I can do this, then anybody watching this can do exactly what I'm doing as well. And hopefully that I can show you that like it's not, you don't have to be a genius. You don't have to be some Elon Musk or Steve Jobs to do this. Anyone really can. I feel like it's all about how you spend your time. And if you put enough effort into it and like just put the effort into learning, like you really can like accomplish whatever you want. This turned into like philosophical, but like for real though, that's kind of what I'm hoping this vlog is able to communicate. So yeah, so I don't think there's much else to say. This has been the first episode. I hope this comes out decently because I have had so many takes of this already, and I'm just like, I'm done vlogging today. I just want an episode. So anyways, like I said, hopefully later episodes are like a little bit more interesting. I know this was kind of boring, but I think that like just so you guys have a little bit of background on like what's going on in the rest of the vlog, this is kind of important. So yeah, I don't know how to end this. There's so many like vlog things I need to learn. I don't know how to sign out, but later guys.